Hello, welcome to Evolving Code. In today's episode, we'll talk about a tool called SDKMAN. SDKMAN tool is used for managing different version of different tools that are used in the Java ecosystem. I have been a long-term user of this tool. In the beginning, it was called as GVM, Groovy Environment Manager, where the tool was confined to managing different versions of tools related to Groovy. Later on, they expanded that to other language ecosystems on JVM, and let's see how it is useful with the demo. Installation is fairly easy, where you copy this instruction and get it started. By the way, this SDKMAN is available for any Linux compatible machines. I usually use it on a Mac, but since I already have it installed there for you to show the demo, I have created Ubuntu VM, and we are going to install it here. So before starting, let's just quickly see Java. Java is not installed here. So I have already copied the instruction, the command which uses curl. So you need to have curl in your system. Also, there are a few other dependencies such as zip, unzip, etc., which should be available. So in case some dependencies not already installed in your system, you should be getting an error message. So let's give it a try to run this command here. As you would see, it's showing a nice ASCII image of SDK, and yeah, seems like all done, and we have installed SDKMAN. So let's see if it works. Just type SDK. So we will have to open up a new shell, otherwise or you will have to restart your shell. Now let's just type SDK. You see the command is available here, because it will make an entry to your bash rc file, and you would see that it has added the SDKMAN location here towards the end of it. So next time when this runs, SDK command will be part of your path. So the default command is help command. So you would see that help is one of the commands. So since we did not give any command, we are getting this SDK help as the default, and it shows these are the commands available: install, uninstall, bunch of these things. So to start with, let's try to work with Java. So as I have already told, Java is not already installed. So let's try to install using SDKMAN. So let's say SDK list. Before that, let me clear it. Java. So here I'm interested in Java. So I just say SDK list Java. What happens is you would see there are different versions of Java available. Also, these versions are available from multiple vendors. So this is something very specific to Java. So you can see there is Corretto, there is Microsoft one, there is OpenJDK. Then you would see there is Temurin is available, Zulu is available. Bunch of these are already available for you to install. And towards the end, you have the version here. Suppose I want Temurin, which is the latest long-term support LTS version, then maybe you can pick the 2105-10. So each across the vendors there is a common word available, unique word available, because which already includes the vendor also towards the end. Right now we do not have anything installed, so let's pick up one of the Temurin versions. Let's say we'll pick up this version itself. So let me just copy this one. So let's say we want install command. In this case, I have to give Java followed by the version. So it is downloading Java JDK, right, and it is going to install it. Okay, the installation is complete. It says done installing, and it also says that setting Java 2105 as default. Since we have only one version of Java installed here, it is not asking us what to be set as default. So since it is the only version, that is going to be default. Let's see if now when we run Java command, where we are getting all the options. So when I use Java version, you see we have 2105 from Temurin is available for us. Let's try to install one more version of Java. Let's run SDK list again. I want Temurin. Let's say, so now you see that it's installed here. Let's say we also want to work with the latest version of Java. So let's SDK install Java, and we are installing latest from the 23 version. Okay, it has done installing Java 23. However, this time we already have Java 21 installed, so it's asking us do you want this 23 version to be the default? We do not want, because we want the LTS version to be the default version. Okay, now let's run the SDK list Java once again. So we have installed two versions. You see we have version 21 and 23 installed, and you would see this arrow mark which indicates that this is the default version that is being used. So if at all you don't remember what is the current version being used, here you can always run the SDK current Java. Now you see that we are using 21. Suppose you want to switch to 23, we can say SDK use Java and specify the version. I think it is 25.01.10. So now that version is being used. Let's see if is it the version 23. Yes, 23 is the version we are using. Now let me just open up one more shell here and say SDK current Java, and you see it is 21. What has happened now? That means when you say use a particular version of Java, that version is applicable only in the current shell. If you open up a new shell, the default version will be applied. And if you say SDK use list Java, see still 21 is the default version. So let's just quit this shell, go back to the previous one now, where now you see version 23, because in that parent shell version 23 was used. Now let's say we want to make 23 the default one, then we'll say SDK default Java and give the version 23 should be 3, right? It is 3 temp, or I believe, or 5 temp, sorry. Let's see what is the problem here. 21, sorry, 20. Now we are already on 21, so we want to switch to 23. It is 1. Now let's run the command SDK list Java just to see what it shows. Now you see that 23 is the default version. So if I open up a new bash and see what is the version there, you would see 23 has become the default version. Then onwards, whenever you open a new shell, the default version of Java will be used in any of those shells. So let's exit out of that, and now let's switch back to the LTS version. So SDK default Java, it's 2105, I believe, that as the version. So let's just run Java version command. It is the 20, let's say use Java 23 21 05 temp. It's back to 21. If you want to check the settings, let's just run list Java. Let's see, 21 has become the default version now. So there are two separate commands. SDK use Java version will change the version for the current shell, and SDK default Java and a version will change the default version to be used across the shells. I hope that part is clear. So this SDK tool is very much helpful if you have to work with multiple versions of these tools, multiple versions of Java, or multiple versions of Groovy, and so on. If you have to use only one version of Java, direct installation from the package you download would work, and you may not find this tool useful in that case. But if you really have to work with multiple versions of Java and you want to switch from one to another for different projects, then this tool is highly useful. Let's go with one more tool. Let's say we want to install Groovy. So let's say SDK list Groovy to check the available version. In this case, we have lesser complexity compared to Java, because Java you had multiple vendors who are shipping the JDK, whereas in case of Groovy there is only one vendor shipping the Groovy development kit. Groovy is an Apache project. However, you have multiple versions, so you would see that there is a 3.0 version, 4.0 and 5.0, which is in the alpha stage. So let's install stable version from from the major version 4. So let's say, let me type Groovy command itself is not there. So let's say SDK install, since we already selected, let's say SDK install, and this case we will use Groovy and specify the version number. So let's say SDK list Groovy. So you would see that version 4.0.24 is installed, but doesn't say anything as the default. So let's say SDK use Groovy and give the version there. So version 4.0.24 is set as default. So let's run Groovy and so you'd see that Groovy 4.0.24 is installed, and which also requires JDK, so which is using Java 21 what we had installed previously. So similar to Java, we could install multiple versions, switch between versions and check what is the current version. And if we want to uninstall any tool, you can always use the uninstall Groovy, and then you can specify the version name that would uninstall the tool. So if you want to check what tools are available, we run the SDK list command. So you would see we have active MQ and bunch of ASCII adapter was available, then Flink, Gradle is available, Groovy, Grails, bunch of tools you would see. These are all can be installed, and their versions can be managed by this tool. Maven is available, Scala, SBT, all these are available. Yeah, bunch of these commands, more configuration options are also available. Self update command will install will upgrade the SDKMAN tool itself. Then there are a few flush commands. You can flush metadata, TMP, etc., where SDK manager will be storing the downloaded installable files, etc., in some temporary location, which can be cleared, and you can get some more space by deleting all these files. Initially I wasn't aware of this flush command. So once I ran the flush command, and I got some 10 to 12 GB of storage free. So that's an overview of SDKMAN command line tool for you to manage different versions of different tools in the JVM ecosystem. I hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.